Have you ever felt like there's something stuck in your throat, as if mucus is dripping from your nose and just won't move? Maybe you've been coughing or clearing your throat so much that it's keeping both you and your partner awake at night. That thick, sticky feeling, often worse when you lie down, can be so frustrating. And sometimes, when you manage to clear it, it looks like raw egg whites, a little yellowish, slimy, and just plain unpleasant. If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. This is a common issue, but here's the good news. You don't have to live with this discomfort. In today's video, I'll help you understand what's causing that nagging problem and, more importantly, how to get rid of it naturally. Stick around, because I'll share simple tips and changes you can make to feel better. Let's get started. So where exactly is this mucus coming from? This feeling, where mucus seems stuck between your nose and throat, can happen for a few reasons. First, it might be related to your nasal passages. If you've had a cold, flu, sinus infection, or even allergies like rhinitis, your body produces more mucus to protect and clean your nasal passages. But instead of draining out naturally through your nose, that excess mucus can drip backward into your throat, a process called postnasal drip. That's why it feels like there's something stuck there. Another cause? Acid reflux. Yes, you heard that right. Even without classic symptoms like heartburn, stomach acid can sometimes creep up into your throat, irritating the area and leading to that sticky, uncomfortable sensation. To make things worse, there are also environmental factors like allergens, strong smells, or even dry air that can irritate your throat and trigger your body to produce more mucus than usual. Sound familiar? Don't worry, I've got solutions for all of these. One of the best ways to deal with mucus caused by postnasal drip is to flush it out, literally. A saline nasal rinse is simple, natural, and incredibly effective. You can find these in all kinds of forms, but my favorite is the squeeze bottle. Here's how you do it. Fill the bottle with saline solution, tilt your head slightly, open your mouth, and gently squeeze the solution into one nostril. It flows through your nasal passages and comes out the other nostril, taking all that sticky mucus with it. If that sounds intimidating, don't worry. It's easier than you think, and the relief is almost immediate. If you're not comfortable with a squeeze bottle, you can also use a saline spray. While it doesn't have the same flushing effect, it still helps loosen some of that stuck mucus. Of course, clearing the mucus isn't enough if you're constantly exposed to triggers that make it worse. So, let's talk about prevention. If you're prone to allergies, pay attention to your surroundings. Strong smells like perfumes, cleaning chemicals, smoke, or even dust can worsen postnasal drip. If you notice symptoms flaring up more in your bedroom, it might be time to de-dust your space. Replace old pillows, invest in dust mite-proof covers for your bedding, and make sure your mattress is clean. Small changes can make a huge difference. Now, let's talk about reflux, which is a surprisingly common cause of that sticky throat sensation. You might not even realize it, but stomach acid can sometimes make its way up into your throat, especially at night. This can irritate the sensitive tissues there, causing them to swell and produce extra mucus as a protective barrier. So, what can you do? A few adjustments to your routine can help. First, avoid lying down right after eating. Wait at least an hour or two before you rest. If you have a habit of eating late at night and then heading straight to bed, that's a recipe for reflux. Instead, opt for smaller, lighter meals throughout the day and avoid overeating in the evening. And here's a tip that many people overlook. Your sleep position matters. Lying flat can make it easier for acid to travel up to your throat, so try using a wedge pillow. This special pillow keeps your upper body slightly elevated, making it harder for stomach acid to move upward. It's a small investment, but the results can be life-changing. Another thing to keep in mind is what you're eating and drinking. Carbonated drinks, coffee, tea, and alcohol can all relax the muscle that keeps stomach acid where it belongs, making reflux more likely. Similarly, fatty and fried foods, as well as sugary treats, can contribute to weight gain, and extra weight around your midsection adds pressure to your stomach, increasing the chances of reflux. The good news is, these are all things you can control. Try cutting back on these triggers for just 30 days, and I think you'll be amazed at how much better you feel. Remember, Small changes add up to big improvements. So whether your mucus problem comes from postnasal drip, reflux, or environmental factors, there are steps you can take to find relief. Start with the basics. Flush it out with a saline rinse. Avoid common triggers like allergens and irritants, and make lifestyle adjustments to reduce reflux. And don't forget to keep your body hydrated. Drinking plenty of water helps thin mucus, making it easier for your body to clear it naturally. I really hope today's video helps you understand what's going on and gives you practical tools to feel better. But remember, if these tips don't fully resolve your symptoms, it might be time to see an ENT or a gastroenterologist. They can do tests to pinpoint the root cause and find the best treatment for you. Now, do me a favor. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos like this one. Try these tips for a few weeks and let me know in the comments how they worked for you. I'd love to hear about your progress. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.